Hello and welcome to the second day of my 100 days challenge where I will be building projects in public. Yesterday I published my first video and after almost one day there's only one view and I guess it's mine. But yeah, I'll continue with the challenge while building and let's see what happens after 100 days. As said yesterday, one of the things that I wanted to do is to fix this situation where you could see some parts behind the scene, so there was confusing for some users, and basically this can be fixed quite easy. I have a single style sheet for the whole project, and here if we go back to the project we can check exactly which was the class. I didn't remember exactly. Basically it's tutorial model, so I'll be looking for the tutorial model here. And yeah, basically here we see that we had a 95% opacity. We'll just use full black, so this time when we open it again here in the local environment, if I just press how to play, it should actually behave, but it's not. It's still taking the button, I don't know why. This is saved, then let me go here, press Ctrl Shift R, so this way, yeah, now it works. It was just that it was cached. That was the easy change. Then the other thing was to build different words for different languages. Right now we have one JS for each of the pages, and in this case for the game we should check how this is actually handled. This will affect how we retrieve the data and how we display the data also. The first thing would be maybe actually the store part. So now we are storing things and we have a progress object where the key is the date, and then there is the whole progress information. Now I guess that we could still follow this date. We could either have different progress, so we have reorder progress underscore es underscore en, etc, etc, and we could see each of them. I guess this would be the easiest thing to do. Otherwise we could just have one object reorder progress, and then within the object have several keys depending on the language. I'm thinking, I'm not really sure which one should I do. If I try to grow this, I guess I could reach the limit. Let me find which is the local storage limit size. 5 megabytes. I don't think I'll take 5 megabytes of information, but just in case, to avoid that and to keep things separate, I'll use different keys for the different languages. So here is the progress key, also there's the language. So for the get progress we'll have one parameter now called lang, and instead of the progress key it will be a progress key plus underscore plus lang. The same will go for the save progress. Instead of only date, I'll be with here. We'll have a third parameter called lang that will be used here again to say that it's stored for that specific language. Also the is solved, I'll have to do the same and add the same language everywhere. Also the hints will go for each of the languages. But yeah, I don't know how this hints thing would work. I mean, can you ask for one hint? Yeah, I think that each language, I'll take that as a different game itself. So here it will also receive the language, and then the progress would be the get progress for that specific language, and that I'll take that day. That will be stored here, so that's right. Then the get stored lang, it will be just the same, and save lang will be the same. However, I'll have to think which thing I'll do with that. Yeah, I guess that I'll continue doing it to keep storing the latest language used, so that the next time you open the application you are still with the same language as you left. So for the translations, nothing changes. For the stats, it will change, but I'll go focusing on the game itself. So basically we initially load the translations, it continue working the same. Here in the get daily word, I'll also use the current lang, since I'll have to have a new endpoint where within the fetch I can pass parameters. I can, yeah, it's a get, so there's no body. I can have one parameter here where it's lang and the value is lang, so then it just takes the data from the word, it tries to set the thing up, it decrypts whatever. Oh fuck, you saw this, so I'll have to change this, but I decrypt, I shuffle, I data, and I return this data. So no, this is the game itself. Yeah, every time I change I don't need to do that. Yeah, I'm right. So basically means that here in my API, in the get word, there needs to be a lang parameter. Let me say that since this is a get request, I'll have a parameter called lang, where I'll just add a new variable here. So from words where they equals to day, and lang like lang. So this way I'll use this word, I'll still take everything the same, I'll code it, I'll use the same. Again, I'll change this value in the next time, but everything continues working the same. So yeah, perfect. So with this in mind, I'll go here, I'm just taking one word for a specific language, then means that the category needs to be also from the word category that has been taken before, and also the state from the storage needs to get not only from the word date but also from the current lang, I guess. I'll need to send this here. I'll have the language, and this language will be the second parameter here. Then I'll get the state from the storage for a specific language. If I just display the category, it's fine. Then I'll display the current word, then it takes all the current word, whatever, pen child, update moves counter, an init tutorial in case that it's required, so it would set the words. I guess that only with this I would already be able to have different words. I can run a quick test now where I'll be just opening this, and let's see first in my local. If I refresh, now it fails, obviously. That says there's no parameter, so it's failing because it's trying to get something that does not work. Then I'm trying to work on a response that does not exist. So basically, I'm thinking on, I have here one trick that I use here in my README. If I do that at the very beginning of the PHP page that is being executed, in this case the get word, I will get more information, because right now I only see here that there's one network call if I refresh, and it just fails, but I'm not able to see anything. Now if I save this and I refresh, I should be able to see something here, but I see that it does not. So I'm sending a lang, I'm doing it in get. There was this missing semicolon, so if I refresh, now I see the response and says that okay, it's failing because there's no lang in the where. I'll try to update after this the database to see if this actually works, but yeah, I think that this is what I'll do after I finish a couple of things I need to do. I'll create this and let's hope that this makes it work. I'll continue with that right after this, and tomorrow I'll present you with the results. If you've watched until here, thank you, and if you would do anything differently, just add some comments on it. See you!